Hey everyone, Kaylee here. So today we're doing something a little different. We're going to have a makeup tutorial and my friend Tati from Glam Guru is actually going to be doing the makeup, and it's for this look right here. It's this wonderful like fall glamorous look, which I love. Totally goes with Tati's whole glamorous
It's
thing.
a lot of glam. It's a lot of lash, a lot of liner, but the color palette is very fall friendly.
I think so, and I love it. And we're going to have today's hair tutorial over on her channel. This is the before of her hair.
This is the straight, nothing, no frills, and then you're gonna work your magic.
Of course. So if you want to see today's hair tutorial, go over to her channel and check it out and subscribe to her because she's amazing and I love her videos. This is quite enough. Let's just go ahead and get into the tutorial.
Hey guys, it's Tati and I'm going to guide you through step by step everything that I did to create Kaylee's fall look. We are first priming her skin with a little bit of primer from Perfekt, and you notice it has a little bit of a bronze tint to it, and this is just going to help warm her skin up and prime it at the same time. Then we are moving directly into foundation, and I'm using a dampened beauty blender and a little bit of Clarins Longwear foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation, so I am just evening out her almost perfect skin with one layer. Then we are going to jump to eyebrows. I'm just going to brush her brow hairs upward and really focus in on filling in the sparser areas and accentuating her arch. I'm using Brow Wiz by Anastasia in the shade Taupe. And then what I like to do to help the brows set and stay all day long, instead of using a gel, I'm really into taking Anastasia's brow pomade. And I am also using the shade Taupe and just really defining and making sure that everything is completely filled in. And once this dries down, it will really stay into place all day long. And to make sure that her shadow lasts all day, I am priming the eyelids with a little bit of NYX's Waterproof It Shadow Primer. Then we are working in the crease. We're taking a little bit of a matte brown. I'm using the Sonia Kashuk Neutral 2 palette. Any matte brown will work. You just want to lightly fluff some color into the crease. And then we are going to press a beautiful peach shade all over the lid. You could use a flat shadow brush or your fingertip. It doesn't have to be a pale pastel peach. It could be something more vibrant if you like. But I am using shades from the Daydreamer palette by Marc, and this peach is just really gorgeous, really soft, but still you can tell that there's some nice color there. Now I'm taking a dark matte brown, and this is also from the Daydreamer palette, but you could use any matte brown. Again, this is totally interchangeable. I am taking a more finely tapered crease brush, and I am creating a V shape on the outer edge of her eyes. I decided to take what was left over on the brush, so I didn't grab any additional color whatsoever, and I am sweeping that same brush throughout her entire crease. The focus of that brown shade is going to stay on the outer portion, but by doing this, we are adding a little more of a frame to the eyelid. And I wanted to add something a little bit shimmery because that is kind of my go-to thing, so I am pressing very lightly a champagne shimmer. This is also from the Daydreamer palette, but you could use any champagne, gold, whatever you like to add a little bit of reflection to the eyelid. And now I am having Kaylee curl her lashes, which is so important and will absolutely open up the eye. Here's where things got a little bit interesting because I had in my mind this idea to do a very intense cat eye, which looking at the footage, it would have been okay, but I wanted to create something that was a little more daytime appropriate, so I decided to take that edge away. And this I kept in here as a tip to you all. Makeup remover wipes are your best friend. This is one of the other reasons that I also like concealing after I do eye makeup, just in case I change my mind about something. You have the freedom to remove the makeup. It's not a tattoo. It is totally how you want it to look. And so I decided to clean up those edges, and then I went a step further and I was like, no, we'll just do a flat line on the entire eyelid and focus a little more intensity on that outer edge of the eye by making it a bit thicker, but there is no cat eye here. And I'm actually really happy with how that turned out. So now we are going back to the face and concealing underneath the eye, and you see I'm using a pretty hefty amount of concealer. That is the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair, and I am taking a beauty blender that is dampened, and I find the beauty blender really kind of sucks that product up while pressing it in, so it looks very airbrushed and not cakey at all. Then we are taking some Touche Eclat, and I am highlighting her face, hitting the tops of the cheekbones, bridge of the nose, center of the forehead. This will just add some nice dimension and actually make things look a little more balanced and natural, and this product is so reflective and dewy, it's not going to look like heavy makeup whatsoever. Now we are setting everything with a velour puff and my very favorite Coty Airspun powder from the drugstore that is the best thing on the planet. All right, now we are moving on to shaping and bronzing and warming up her face all at once. I'm not doing any hefty sculpting here, but I am focusing on the temples and the top high point of her forehead, and then we are going to shape out her cheekbones a little bit as well. I'm using a matte bronzer from IT Cosmetics. You can use any bronzer, but make sure that it does not have shimmer in it. You want it to be matte to slightly sculpt out the face and not be reflective. Then we are going to rosy up the apples of her cheeks. I am using a limited edition shade from MAC. I'm sorry that this is limited, but use any berry tone. I find that that really complements the peach shade in the eyes. And now we are setting the under eye area with my absolute favorite product to set highlight. This is the NARS Olympia Duo. It is this pale yellow highlight that is not shimmery, but it just really brightens the face and helps to set all of the makeup really nicely. Now I am hitting the tops of the cheekbones with Opal by Becca, and this stuff is so intense you definitely want to use a fan brush. A little goes a long way, and this will just add that nice glow to her face and just help things again to look a little more natural and balanced. And Kaylee approves of the highlight situation. Now we are moving on to lining her lips. I am using a Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil, which is incredible. This is the Lip Cheat lip pencil, and it's just going to frame her lips for me to apply some OCC Lip Tar in Memento, which is a beautiful pink that looks so flattering on so many different skin tones, whether you have a little bit of a tan or are more on the pale side. It's just a really beautiful pink. And we are almost done. I did decide to pop on some false lashes and totally block the camera while doing this very intense step. I am using Esqido lashes, and they are the Oh So Sweet lashes, very fluttery and pretty, but again, this is optional. You could just do mascara if you like. And once I got the lashes on her, I set everything with a boatload of setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter and a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. And that brings this tutorial to a close. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure that you check out Kaylee braiding my hair in a fabulous fishtail over on my channel, which will be linked below. And thank you so much for watching.